we talked about variational circuits, which are quantum algorithms designed for imperfect quantum computers. We can also take it one level further and just accept imperfection and accept that when you have a system, say a quantum annealer, then it interacts with the environment, and if you let this equilibration happen, then we know that the end of it, we are going to end up in the thermal state. So the thermal state is in this thermal equilibrium with the environment. So the environment has a temperature, and the system attains the same temperature. And if we pull out samples from this thermal state, and they follow a specific distribution, they follow a Boltzmann distribution. So this is critical because every time when you face the problem of pulling out samples of a Boltzmann distribution, in machine learning, you can just plug in this idea of annealing to sample the thermal state. The only difficulty is that this temperature is not what you read out in the thermometer in your dilation refrigerator that cools down your superconducting system. It's an effective temperature which comes also from the noise and other factors that surround the quantum processing unit. So this has to be estimated, but once you do that, you can use this as an algorithmic primitive. You're not restricted to a quantum annealer. You can actually do something very similar by using a gate model quantum computer. So this is called quantum approximate thermalization. And to get the idea, just go back to the first module. In one of the videos, we talked about that if we take the maximally entangled state and we marginalize over one of the subsystems, it doesn't matter which subsystem. In other words, we take the partial trace in one of the subsystems, then we end up with the maximally mixed state. Now, the maximally mixed state is just the thermal state at infinite temperature. So I can think, can we take this idea further and have some larger system, trace it out, and get the thermal state? And that's exactly what you are doing. So you create some easy system, for instance, the sigma x Hamiltonian acting on each site, and you take an ancilla in the same number of qubits as the number of qubits you have here. And if you start, for instance, with just 1 qubit for the sigma x interaction and 1 qubit for the ancilla, then you can take this state, which looks remarkably like the maximally entangled state. So now you have the plus state. The plus state is just the equal superposition of 0 and 1. And the minus state is the same thing with the minus sign here, so we can just write it this way. So it looks almost identical to the maximally entangled state, with the exact difference that you have these coefficients in front of the individual terms and some normalization factor. Now, this is the ancilla system, and this is your actual system that you're interested in. Now, if you trace out the ancilla system, what you're getting is exactly the thermal state of this Hamiltonian. So this was easy to prepare. And it's just the same idea as we did here. And now we can use, as a second step, the quantum approximate optimization algorithm to go from here, from this rho 0 thermal state, which is in equilibrium with the environment, to the thermal state of a system of interest, for instance, the Ising model. And the QAOA approximates a unitary evolution. In other words, it's not going to change the thermal equilibrium. So you will always stay close to the thermal equilibrium. So once you finish optimizing over this parametric circuit, you will be able to read out an approximate thermal state of the system of interest.